to everyone, myself Bharadwaj. In the previous video, we discussed about overview of the Foundation Fieldbus network from the field to control system. In this video, I will discuss in detail about the marshalling cabinet related to Foundation Fieldbus. First, we will see this field junction box again. So this is our Foundation Fieldbus junction box. From the junction box, we will receive two-pair cable. In the two-pair cable, we need one pair cable. The second one is for backup purpose, spare purpose. So this is our junction box, right? Where is our trunk cable? So this is our trunk cable coming from the junction box and going to the marshalling cabinet in the control room. If you see the color code of this trunk cable, it is brown and blue color. Just remember this color coding. This brown and blue color wires are available inside this orange color cable. See, Foundation Fieldbus, we are using orange color cables, okay, like these cables. Inside these orange color cables, we have the brown and the blue color wires. Now I will go to the marshalling cabinet. See, this is the marshalling cabinet which is installed in the control room. First, we will see the available components and wiring connections. See, these are the cables coming from the junction boxes. That means these are trunk cables. See, trunk cables from field junction boxes. These are entered here. And then these cables will go through this duct and it will go to surge protection device. We know that we have to install surge protection device at both ends. That means in the field and in the control room, because Foundation Fieldbus networks are very sensitive to the lightning strikes or electrical surges. That is why this is very important component. During any lightning strike or any unwanted high voltages, this will protect the Fieldbus modules. After such a protection device, the cable will go to Fieldbus power hub or motherboard. So these are the Fieldbus power hubs or motherboards. These boards will provide the power supply to the junction boxes, and then it will go to the respective field instruments. And also, these will provide the communication signals path between our link active scheduler, nothing but Foundation Fieldbus cards, and the field instruments via junction boxes. And then from the Fieldbus power hub or motherboard module, the interface cables, see, these are the cables. These interface cables will go to the system cabinet. See, these are the cables going out from this marshalling cabinet and they will go to the system cabinet. And then these will be connected to Foundation Fieldbus related modules. So this is the overview inside the marshalling cabinet. If you see, this Fieldbus power hubs needs power supply, right? That is why at the top we have MCBs. And next we will see the high resolution pictures so that you will get clear idea. Now you understand the signal flow from the field instruments, that means from the junction boxes. We will get one pair cable, that is a trunk cable, and the cable will be entered here in the panel, and then it will go and connect to the surge protection device, and from the surge protection device the cable will go and connect to the respective Fieldbus power hub or motherboard, and then from the Fieldbus power hub one interface cable will go and connect to the respective Foundation Fieldbus module. I'm just repeating again so that you will understand it clearly. Now let us see each of these parts inside this marshalling cabinet with high resolution images. so that we will have some better clarity. See, what is the color code? The brown and the blue. These are the wires inside the trunk cable. See, these are the cables coming from the junction boxes. So this is one cable, this is second cable. Each have two pair cable. We are using only one pair. The second one is spare. See, this is one cable. That means this is one junction box. This is second junction box. This is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. In one line, we have 10 junction boxes. Let's say each junction box is connected with 10 instruments. Then these 10 cables are carrying 10 multiplied by 10, 100 instruments. If each junction box is connected with 15 instruments, then these 10 cables are carrying 150 instruments related data from the field to the control system. So when you compare this setup with the 420 milliampere or hot protocol based instruments, then you can easily say that the wiring is reduced. So this is one of the major advantages. Remember that, as simple as that. Let's say if you have 30 field junction boxes, then you will receive 30 number of cables from the field to the panel. These cables are dressed like this and they will enter into the duct, right? These are the cables going to the duct. Now let us see the next one. The cables are going and connecting to a surge protection device. So the cable is connected to these are the surge protection devices. Each junction box have one dedicated surge protection device. The cable have two wires, the brown and the blue, right? You can see here the brown and the blue. The brown and blue are connected to one end, input side of this surge protection device. You can see the in, right? And the out will go and connect to a field bus power hub or motherboard. You can see it here. In is entered here and out. What is the color code here? Remember the red color and the blue color. These are the internal cables between surge protection device and field bus power hub. So let us see the field bus power hub. See, this is the field bus power hub and this is the surge protection device. From the surge protection device, the cable will come and connect to this field bus power hub. If you see in this model, in this one field bus power hub, we have total 4 segments. See, this is segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4. In the previous videos, we already discussed that in Foundation Fieldbus, the terminology for each trunk cable or for each communication network, that means the instruments connected to one junction box, is called a segment. If you have, let's say, 3 junction boxes, then you have 3 segments. Segment 1 for first junction box, the segment 2 for second junction box, like that. In one field bus power hub, see, you can see it here, field bus power hub or field bus motherboard. In one field bus power hub, we have 4 segments. You can see the label here, segment 1 PSUL, segment 1 PSUR, that means power supply unit left, power supply unit right. These two provides the power supply to the foundation field bus junction box. So segment 1 is for one junction box. We have 2 power supply modules. We have the backup. We have the redundancy. If one fails, it will not affect all instruments connected to a junction box. That is why 2 are given here. So the segment 1, the left and right, providing power supply to the single junction box. So from the surge protection device, the cable will come and connect to the here. You can see here how many terminals are available. This is one set, second set, third set, and fourth set. That means this is the trunk cable coming from one junction box, and this is the trunk cable coming from second junction box. This is the trunk cable coming from third junction box and fourth junction box. You can also call it as segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4 in this field bus power hub. You can also see that there is one dedicated on and off switch is available here, right? So you can, if you want to make it offline, then you can turn it off. Generally, for working cases, it should be in on state. You can see the status of the modules here, the healthiness status. So segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, and segment 4. If you see in between, there is another extra module. This is diagnostics module. See what it is called? Fieldbus Diagnostic Module Basic Version. There are different versions of this module available, basic version, advanced version, like that. So as per your design, the type of module will be decided. This module provides the diagnostics information like healthiness status of your communication bus or healthiness status of your devices. If any problems are there, these things will be reported by this module, and it will be connected to your plant resource manager, that is a server in Yokogawa DCS system. If you configure this with your plant resource manager, in that software, you can view the diagnostics of your Foundation Fieldbus networks. If you see here, this one power hub, it has two connectors. See this side, this is connector 1, this is connector 2. Nothing but interface cable 1, interface cable 2. These two cables will go from this marshalling cabinet and it will connect to the Fieldbus modules installed in the system cabinet. Why two are required? Let's say this power hub supports how many channels or how many segments? 4 segments. Let's say I have 15 instruments connected to each segment. Then how many instruments are connected to this Fieldbus power hub? 4 multiplied by 15. That means 60 instruments are handled by this power hub. If I have only one connector cable going from this Fieldbus power hub to the system cabinet, then it is very, very risky. If there is some problem with one cable, then all 60 instruments will be down. Then it is a major problem for your plant. That is why minimum 2 are connected. This is connector 1 and this is connector 2. That means for each Fieldbus power hub, we have 2 individual Fieldbus modules. So this cable will go and connect to one Fieldbus module, and the second one will go and connect to the second Fieldbus module. If there is any problem with the first one, the second one will take care. And if you see, we already discussed previously that there are 2 terminators in your network. One is installed at the field side and the second one is installed in the panel. It can be a separate dedicated terminator. Otherwise, in some models, power supply unit inbuilt also, it is integrated. That means in this power supply module, we have terminator already installed. That is why you do not find any external device. That depends on your model. You see here, these two are the power supplies for this Fieldbus power hub. 24 volts DC power supply. This is primary power supply. This is secondary power supply. 2 power supplies are minimum, because this one power supply provides again power to 60 instruments. This is the power source providing power to this motherboard, and this motherboard is providing power to 4 junction boxes. So if there is any problem with one power supply, then all 60 will be down. That is why minimum power supplies must be 2, primary and secondary. Similarly, we have 2 communications here internally. This is 1 and this is 2. So this is our Fieldbus power hub. And you can see another picture of the marshalling cabinet. See, these are the surge protection devices, and these are also surge protection devices, and these are the Fieldbus power hubs. And at the top we have MCBs for the power supply and bus bar and again single pole MCBs for controlling the power supply to the individual field bus motherboards. So these are the interface cables. See, on the panel left side, it is dressed like this, and I will show you one more image. See, you see this field bus power hub. You can see here this diagnostic module, there is some indication. You can see here we have segment 1. Total 4 LEDs are available here on this diagnostic module. Segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4. So segment 3 LED is on. That means there is some issue with the segment 3. There may be a complete communication issue, or some instruments may be some issue is there. Remaining may work perfectly. It depends. You have to troubleshoot the network and devices connected to the network. Then you will know the status. See, this is also having primary power supply, secondary power supply. And see here. These are alarms. You can configure a digital input so that you will have some alerts on your screen. You can take individually for the field bus power hub, or you can loop for complete power hubs as per your requirement. In our case, it is looping is done. See, one field bus power hub to another field bus power hub. That means we are taking common alarm instead of individual alarm to save the IOs as per your design. See, the status inputs, alarm status, common alarm. So this is about marshalling cabinet. Very easy, right? The cable entered from the field, connected to such production device. From here, it is going to field bus power hub or motherboard, and from the field bus power hub, the cable will go from here to this system cabinet. See, these are the cables going out. So that's it. This is all about the marshalling cabinet. If you have any questions, please let us know. And thank you. I will meet you in the next video. Do like our videos, share our courses with your colleagues and friends. Thank you for your support.